It is 1300 in the UK. It is 8:59. It's 8:59 here in Georgia. Let's rock. Let's rock. Let's begin the Eddie's Funhouse program. The Eddie's Funhouse program is now in full swing. Full swinging. We're swinging. So it's morning. I'm gonna wait for an hour to go by. An hour to go by. Someone asked me if I have a pan flute. I have 5 tunes on my pan flute. Sounds like a carnival. Try typing in something. Yesterday was a good day. No one was blocked. No one was timed out. I had very limited resources when I made this. I want to make it have at least 10 tunes, or 10 notes. See, it's not as easy as this one. See how much smoother that goes? Hey, I remember you from yesterday. Hey, it's me. It's the next day. It's Wednesday. Life is but a dream. That's the title of this show, of this particular live. Life is but a dream. We're all dreaming this. People say that this reality is an illusion. It is it's a hologram. We're living in a hologram. Nice to meet you again. Nice to meet you again. Thank you for coming back. I like my repeat customers. Be sure and look in the description. You might find something you like in the description. That's how I make my money right now, because I don't have enough watch hours. I have enough subscribers, but I don't have enough watch hours. So I'm trying to get there. Until then, you can donate. You can buy something from one of my websites. You can watch my videos, watch my shorts, and have a good old time. They're saying that we control this reality. If you can learn how to lucid dream, you can learn how to control this reality. Can I tell you something? Okay? What do you want to tell me? I'm bracing myself. I'm bracing myself for impact. How will I be impacted by what you have to tell me? Will it be traumatic? I am at my babysitter's house. I am sneaky. You are sneaky, huh? Well, then we have to keep an eye on sneaky people. We have to. You got caught? Well, then that's not very sneaky, is it? You have to work on your sneakiness. I that a Pied Piper or a fiddler on the roof. Life could be a dream. Sweet art on the street of dreams. If only one summer breeze. So you like poetry, I take it. You like the haikus? Just joined. Are we meant to be sneaky? No? Somebody is confessing that they're sneaky. Somebody is at their babysitter's house. They're being there was somebody got caught at their babysitter's house being sneaky. That's right. Yeah. At least we're having fun, right? Life is but a dream. It's all about us, the observer effect. That's not sneaky. That's ill-advised. That's right. Don't be sneaky unless you're good at it. It's all over when you get caught. It's all over. You might as well hang up your gloves. You might as well notify your next of kin. So this is, that's ill-advised too, yes. Every which way you go. I meant Roy Orbison sent Rhea songs about dreams. Okay. He was a pretty woman singer, you know. Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman, a girl I like to meet. Oh, pretty woman. Yes, it's true. No one can look as good as you, pretty woman. For real I am. For real, yo. So I guess this is the family-friendly version. That's right, song and dance. Do yo dance, do yo dance, do yo dance quick. Mama, come on, baby, tell me what's the word up. The word up is the code word. No matter where you say it, you know that you'll be heard. Tell your mother, your sister, and your brother too. Got a weird thing to show you. Throw your hands in the air like you don't care. Oh no, we've created a monster. A monster. You made me. Santeria, Street of Dreams. Santeria. That's a magical practice, Santeria. And then there's Polomayumbe. And then there's voodoo and hoodoo. And then there is Wicca. I know, I shouldn't have said that. I know, you tipped your hand. Never tip your hand. People know what you're up to when you tip your hand. Frank Sinatra, that's right. Old Blue Eyes, Mr. Sinatra. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, let me sway among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. My favorite LOL cow. Boo. I'm an LOL cow. Oh look, there's a hummingbird. I'm looking out the window and I'm seeing a humming. Hey, how's it going? Glad to have y'all join. We fixed the problem. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Praise ye the Lord. Praise ye the Lord. Hallelujah. That looks like a surprised cat. We're celebrating. We're celebrating our ability to chat. We finally weeded out who the heck it was that was giving us all this grief. We're having a grief-free day. Hallelujah. That's what we say. What a day of rejoicing this will be. That's right. Praise ye the Lord. Our prayers have been answered. Now we can go on about our daily business. Go on about your business. Cool, man. That's right. It ain't nothing but a thing. Don't mean nothing. Not a thing. It don't mean nothing. Not a thing. I think that was Platoon. Now I can go on my adventure. That's right. I like adventures. As long as no one gets hurt. You shouldn't get hurt on your adventure. You can follow Bilbo Baggins into the woods so he can destroy the ring. The one ring to rule them all. But you know what? Gollum bit off his finger. Gollum! Shame on you, Gollum. Biting people's fingers off. My precious, my precious. He was a schizophrenic, I think, Gollum. Gollum was made crazy by that ring. He was a regular hobbit until that ring destroyed his life. When I was growing up, Lord of the Rings was a cartoon. But then they made it a live action movie, and a lot of people went to see it. That shocked me when he did that. Yeah, Bilbo of the 9 fingers. Now he only has 9 fingers, thanks to Gollum. Yep, the ring brought out the darkness. The darkness. How many of us have darkness? We battle against the darkness that lingers and lurks within us. We have to, but you know what? If you're a werewolf, it doesn't matter. You mean Frodo. Yes, Frodo. That's right, Frodo. Frodo is the one who destroyed the ring. Frodo. Yeah, Bilbo was the OG. Bilbo Baggins. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. We all must battle the darkness within us. We must. And it's an ongoing battle. Sometimes we're tested. We're tested to see how we respond. Bilbo was his uncle. That's right. It's been a while. It's been a few years. Frodo! Frodo, let's go on a journey. We've got to destroy this ring. Bilbo, I guess, got too old. He got too old and had to retire. Gandalf was still at it. Gandalf, you shall not pass. You shall not pass. He's the one that took him on the journey. There was he presented a contract. Yeah. That's how the cartoon went. My favorite part was the giant spiders. I shall call you Sting. Yes. Those goblins didn't like the hobbits. They had swords that said Goblin Slayer or something like that. He had to go to the elf. I think so. Yeah, in the Lord of the Rings, the live action, yeah, there was a dwarf in there. It reminds me of the Elf Stones of Shannara. My brother read that book, The Elf Stones of Shannara. And it had a dwarf. Dwarves are very strong. You don't want to mess with a dwarf. You don't want to mess with a bunch of dwarfs. I mean, in the cartoon. So you remember the cartoon? Yeah. Gollum was this green, froggy, reptilian-looking guy. No, amphibian. Yeah. Gollum had a different voice. Yes! Yes! That's how Gollum, my precious. And then they gave him a little voice, Gollum. There was a comedian that did his voice. It was funny that when he accepted his reward, or his award, I meant I was asking, was Gimme the cartoon? Gimel. Yes, I don't think he was in the cartoon. I don't remember him being in the cartoon. It was all the hobbits. They had the hobbits and the elves and the goblins. I don't think yeah, that's interesting. Because J.R. Tolkien was the one who wrote the original story. And I don't think he was in the cartoon. I don't remember him being in the cartoon. But in the live action, yeah, he was there. There was the elves. They fought the battle against the goblins. Against Saruman. Christopher Lee played Saruman. He also played Count Dooku. He also played Dracula. So he played a lot of villains. Christopher Lee. So it was Gandalf and Saruman that were fighting on the top of that tower. Yes, the dwarves are feisty. Yes, they are. In the elf lore, yeah. Or in the live, yeah. LOL. Yeah, Christopher Lee. He put out some heavy metal. You're dead? Am I dead? You're probably not dead. I've heard people don't know that they're dead. Some people have to be told that they died. That's an interesting subject to talk about. Count Dooku is a complicated villain. Yeah. Count Dooku. He was a badass. Did you watch him in those lightsaber battles? He cut off Anakin's legs and arms. Like it was no thing. Don't make. That looks like an unfinished sentence. Don't make. Obi-Wan was kind of a badass. Obi-Wan. I haven't heard that name in a long, long time. No. Was Obi-Wan to cut Anakin's legs off? Yeah, but did you watch the battle with Count Dooku? Anakin went after Count Dooku, and Count Dooku cut off a couple of limbs. Yeah, I do remember that scene too when they were fighting on that lava planet. I don't remember the name of it. Lava planet. That's when, yeah, Obi-Wan had done a number on him. Me get into my domain. Expansion. Shots of villain arc. Shots and villain arc. Yeah, that was intense. No, just his arm. Yeah. So Anakin, he started to become a robot over time. That's pretty demoralizing. You enter into a lightsaber battle and all of a sudden your arm is gone. That's traumatic. That's going to get you some leave. Some leave. You have to take a leave of absence to get over the trauma of having your arm cut off. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. They had to make their own lightsabers. You need to leave after that. Yeah, clock out. Clock out. You gotta, I'll have to get you a stretcher. Sometimes life flight. Gojo for good. But Anakin was counseled by his beautiful wife, consoled, yes, Padme Amidala. After that, he was fine. That's right. He was fine. After he was consoled. Sometimes it helps to have someone who loves you after you've been amputated, after after you lost a limb in battle. Here, honey. They say behind every great man is a woman rolling her eyes. Behind every great man, there's a woman rolling her eyes. LLB. What are some other good movies I've seen? Speaking of amputations, Bruce Campbell, when he was his hand was possessed, and he had to cut it off with a chainsaw. He had to cut his own hand off with a chainsaw. They say that's a real thing. A person their hand can be possessed. There's some cases where people are harmed by their own hand. You know they're lucky in Star Wars after losing a limb. They put, yeah, they do. That's what they did to Luke Skywalker after his limb was amputated. Good grief. That is horrible. I make you the avatar for good. You an amazing MHH person. Thank you, I think. How are you today? I'm doing great. Glad to see no one's getting omitted from my live. No one is being omitted. I can actually talk to people. Good. See, I make it a point to read each entry. I notice some people don't do that. I watch lives and they don't read all the entries. It's like, it breaks my heart. I type in something like, hi, and they don't read my entry. But you know what? It's their prerogative. I like that you read each one. It's a crack up. Yeah. And I try to read at the third grade level. I sometimes am able to read all of the words, as long as they're not big words. One person was using those $10 words, those $50 words, words I didn't know the meaning to. He was just coming at me, whoever that was. It made me want to crack open my dictionary. I'm glad to hear you are having a good day. Thank you, yes. Isn't it nice we can just enjoy a day without any, you know, mishaps, problems, flub ups? I get ignored. You get ignored too. Yep, you're right. It's all good, but it is nice to be read. Yeah, each person is worth it. You know, they're worth the attention. I think what it is they get involved in the subject matter. They get involved in the book they're reading. They get involved in what they're trying to present, and it takes away from the interaction. And what is this stream about? Life is but a dream, remember? That's what I entitled it, Life is but a dream. Because I got up this morning and I started talking with my mom, and I said, life is but a dream. Because I just come up with stuff off the top of my head. And I said, you know what, that'd be a good title today. Life is but a dream. Don't take it so seriously. I think we wake up in different lifetimes. Every time I've had a dream, I felt like I was living a lifetime. There's something important about this lifetime that we keep coming back and we keep gathering memories about this lifetime. Because yeah, I've had some lucid dreams. Really, I mean, wow, it was amazing how real it seemed. How did you know that hymn about praising the Lord? Were you brought up in church or heard it? No, I was brought up in church. That was one of the things. They would have a separation down the aisle. One side would sing hallelujah, the other side would sing praise ye the Lord, and it was like a competition. It's like this side, praise ye the Lord, and the other side would say hallelujah. And I thought, wow, that's a pretty catchy tune. Right, Nick? Yeah, 30, and you are family friendly. That's right, family friendly. That way everyone can enjoy. This is like Disneyland. Nick, yeah. Nick A 30. Yeah, we don't need to be offensive. I was thinking about doing that on my other channel. On my other channel, make it family friendly. Make this channel for 18 and older. That's amazing you remembered that. I like when there's a reply to, yeah, to verses and hymns. A reply, yeah. I'm just, every once in a while I remember, I can make total recalls, and then sometimes I can't remember anything. It's like I have amnesia, like I woke up from a coconut wound. Maybe I'll get struck by lightning and I'll get a really good memory. Somehow when people are struck by lightning, they acquire talents and knowledge. That's amazing what you remember. That, yeah. Sometimes it's hit or miss. I've noticed sometimes, man, I have a hard time remembering names. If you don't if you don't know what it means, It means you are important, kind, and nice. Okay. Well, thank you for that compliment. Yeah, it zaps their brain. It probably does enhance, because there's a lot. I mean, our brains are capable of a lot. Our brains. But then they talk about the mind. There's the mind and the brain. The mind, they say, goes on after death. And the brain just carries on our behaviors, our functions. Like it remembers how to keep our heart beating. It remembers our motor skills, our involuntary, like our reflexes. And then there's our voluntary, like when we speak and move around. We're quite complex, the human body. We share DNA with a lot of the creatures here. That's why I think some aliens probably did come down here and alter our DNA. Because we're the only animals that have speech. All the other animals, they communicate but not verbally. They non-verbally communicate. And then the really higher beings, they communicate with telepathy. Every time somebody's met an angel or an ancestor or an ascended master, they always say, yeah, they communicated telepathically. They don't move their mouths at all. You died for 3 minutes. I don't think anything happened, but I did talk with my brother, and he had been dead for 8 years. You know what? That happens. One of my videos that I posted on my community page, a security guard was talking to a woman, and her name was Abigail. And he said, yeah, I'm talking to Abigail. And they said, Abigail's been dead for 2 years. Rick's a medium. Cool. Mediums. I think that's pretty interesting. Like Kim Russo, Dave Edwards, I think his name is. There's a lot of there are a lot of mediums. They have that ability to communicate with people who have died. My great grandma passed away. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, my dad passed away. It was 2017. In 2017, he breathed his last breath, and I think I've seen something like that. And someone called the guard to see who. Yes, that was right. Yeah. See, he was standing in a hallway. This guy, this security guard, he was standing in a hallway, and he was talking to somebody, and the girl on the intercom said, "Who are you talking to?" He said, "Abigail." She said, "Abigail's been dead for 2 years." That's cool. So you had an experience. They call those near-death experiences. So you talked to your brother who was dead for 8 years. They say that happens. If you talk to hospice nurses, they say that's what they. It happens so often that they have words for it. They have names for that. Like the reach, the stare. Some people know when they're going to die. They say, "Yeah, I'm going to die today." Her heart didn't work. Yeah, that sounds like me. I have to keep watching my heart. Every 6 months or so, I think, they have me come in and they listen to my heart to make sure it's still working. I feel like the Tin Man. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Were you pretty close to your grandma? Or your great grandma? You said it was your great grandmother. Let me see. Yeah, your great grandma. Sometimes, sometimes we really get attached to our grandparents, our mothers, fathers. Of course, they're family. Oh, both. Yeah. Well, I hope you find comfort. Sometimes it takes a little while, the grieving process. There's those stages of grief. Yeah, you go through stages of grief when someone passes away. My dog died in, what was it, in July 1st. We took him into the groomer. Right after we got him back from the groomer, he passed away. Yeah, that's what happens. People need to consider that when they get a dog, when they get a cat. That 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 cat or dog is going to die one day. Just brace yourself. But you know what? Enjoy the time your pet is alive. Enjoy that time. Take pictures, take video. That's what I did. I still have video. You feel bad for me? Well, sometimes these things, yeah, I lost my dad and my dog. Actually, it was our dog. It was my mom's dog. And then when I moved here, it became our dog. Oh my goodness. Message held for review. I have a pet cockatoo. Okay. He'll live longer than me. You know what? Sometimes that happens with parrots too. Parrots, tortoises, they will the parrot to somebody. Why? Isn't that interesting? You know, somebody passes away and they say, okay, by the way, here's my parrot. Here's how to take care of my parrot. Because my parrot outlived me, you know, or my cockatoo. Didn't Beretta have a cockatoo? There was a Beretta. I remember that. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Beretta. There's a gun called Beretta. He had a cockatoo, yeah. And then there was BJ and the Bear. Remember BJ and the Bear? He was a truck driver, and he had a chimpanzee. I saw that guy, Greg Evigan. He was BJ and the Bear. We were in Hawaii, and he was there. Had him come out on stage. I think that was a pretty popular show. Way back in the 80s, when I was but a lad. Some people learn to tie their shoes at 5 years old. I like to hear how young were you when you learned to tie your shoes? I thought that was such an accomplishment. When I learned to tie my shoes, I was so proud. Because my mom used to have to tie my shoes. And then I finally figured out how to make that bow tie. And it was like, wow. It's like learning how to ride a motorcycle. Just tie your own shoes. Bicycle. How old were you when you learned to ride a bicycle? That was another proud moment. When the training wheels were removed. The training wheels came off and I was ready to go. I had a Skyhawk. The name of my bicycle was a Skyhawk. And they removed those training wheels and I was able to. And both of my grandpas are almost gone with their future life. Yeah, almost done with their future life. I know, like the Bible says, blessed are they who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Sometimes we have to wait for that moment when we feel comforted after we have a loss like that. We all go through loss. By 51, was able to tie my own shoes. 51 years old? You could tie your own shoes. And then you get tall enough to where you can reach the stove. You get to, oh wait, hold on a second. Oh, you were 5. When, oh, 5, okay, it looked like 51 there, sorry. When I was, okay, 5, when I learned to ride a bike. Okay, my brother pulled the training wheels off and made me learn. I was 7 years old when I learned to tie my shoes. My brother taught me to swim. Well, that's cool. You sound like you had a good relationship with your brother. That's cool that you had a brother to take you through life, teach you how to swim and ride a bicycle. So your brother basically said the wheels are coming off. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn how to ride. I can't help it. Yeah. Yeah, again, it's probably going to take some time. If it does, if that does that mean? TF that mean? Ah, I keep hitting the wrong button. I got to read these. Good grief. Yeah, 51. What's wrong with you, kid? You haven't learned to tie your shoes yet? Yeah. I was 5 too. I think about the same age. I was 5 when I learned to tie my shoes. Tie my shoelaces. And sorrow is better than laughter. Yeah. Ecclesiastes. Laugh, and the world laughs with you. I think that's why it's good to share what you're going through. Velcro. Yeah, Velcro. I like the pity loafers. You just slide them on, and that's it. Sometimes those shoestrings get caught up. Message held for review. Yeah. So you just joined. Okay. The Velcro shoes. Yeah. That's pretty quick though. You know, if your house is on fire, you just slip on your shoes and push down the Velcro and you're good to go. Yeah. I would hate to get my shoelace caught in something. Because those shoelaces, they don't snap. If you get brand new shoelaces or fairly new shoelaces, you can be in trouble. One kid at the mall got his shoelace caught in the escalator. That must have been scary for the poor kid. I was there when it happened. This kid, his shoelace got caught in the escalator, and I grabbed the shoelace and pulled it out so the kid could be free. I feel that way about lace. Yeah. And escalators. Also, those hoodies, the strings, sometimes kids get dragged by their hoodie strings. They get hooked up somehow in the bus. You know that rail that comes down? My message was withheld. Oh, your message was withheld. So let me see. Did you type in a bad word? Yeah. Hidden by YouTube. Okay. Yeah, guys, be careful what you type in because YouTube security is involved. Be careful. Don't say any bad words. My hair got caught. Wow, that's scary. Bye. Have a paranormal day. I will make kids to go to the adoption center Fortnite. Yeah, exclusive skins. Go heck. Go no heck. All right, you have a good day then. Yeah, because some people get their rings caught in power tools. That's awful about hoodies getting caught. That's decapitation potential. Yes, if you think about it, our clothes could be very harmful to us. Maybe don't put your hair in one of them. Because bye-bye. You have a great day. Thank you for joining and talking with us. That's what this is all about. It's all about Eddie's Fun House. We're family friendly. we talk about getting caught up in escalators. Bye, Liz. LZ. LZ, yo. LZ and the hizzy. Eddie's house. That's right. We're here at Eddie's house. Yep, always. IZ. Yeah, so be careful because they're watching. Security. We have security here now. Somebody is monitoring what's being said here. So no cuss words, no descriptive, no explicit language, and I think we'll be okay. Like Jesus said, let your yays be yays and your nays be nays. Bye bye. You don't want to go, huh? You keep saying goodbye. You don't want to go. Hey, it's almost been an hour. Then I could eat something. I'm going to have some pita bread. My breakfast will be pita bread. Pita bread with gravy on it. Bye, Rick. LLB. What a nice person to say goodbye to everybody. What a nice person. That's what we need here. We need some nice people. So yeah, the dangers of your hoodie, skateboards, sometimes those razor scooters can claim a life. Pita with gravy. You betcha. Only the best. Pita bread. Oh yeah. Some people have biscuits and gravy, but we don't have biscuits right. Well, I don't want to cook the biscuits because I'm lazy when it comes to breakfast. Thank you. I'm glad yeah. It's good to be nice. You can make a lot of friends just by being nice. Soldier legend. Bye bye for real. Okay. This guy said bye a couple of times now. We're gonna miss you. I'd love some biscuits and gravy. That's a southern thing. Biscuits and gravy. I fell off a skateboard and smashed both my front teeth. Ow! When I was 11. You know what? Steve-O went through that too. Steve-O lost a couple of teeth. And he got self-conscious about it. But now it's stuff like that doesn't bother him anymore. He's got these fittings, I guess they call them, the dentures. Oh, Rick. Yeah, damn, that's gotta hurt. And it's traumatizing because kids make fun of you. Kids will make fun of you if you 11 years old and you don't have your front teeth. And the sound. Oh, the sound of breaking teeth. I guess I won't go too much into that. So that was his, yeah, ow. Dentists can do wonders now. Dentists, they're able to, and orthodontists, they can fix your teeth. School photos 2 days after. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's even more traumatic. People underestimate the impact school has on us. People don't, oh no, please don't go into the sound. I won't. I won't. I know the threshold. I'm not going to transgress. I'm not going to trespass the threshold. Some people, yeah, they're very sensitive to descriptive language. Descriptive language. One thing I wouldn't want to be is an EMT. EMTs have to see so much. All the first responders, my heart goes out to the first responders. Do not pass. You shall not pass. That's right. That sounds like constipation. You shall not pass. I have a school photo where the camera guy made me smile. Yeah. Watch the birdie. It's important to smile when you do a photo. Unless you're in the military. In the military, you can't smile for your photo. My brother, when he was in the Marine Corps, they took photos and you're not supposed to smile. You just, you have your poker face. Poker face. You shall not pass. That's right. It's time for the stool softener. You know what? Cranberry. No, prune juice. Prune juice is supposed to loosen your poo. You loosen your poo with prune juice. I have a photo of me frowning when one of me with two smashed teeth forcing me to smile. Yeah, it's sad. Yes, they should be sensitive to that. If you don't want to smile for a good reason, yeah, stop. That's right. Stop it. Start me up. And when you start me up, I never stop. Never stop. Never, never, never stop. You make a grown man cry. I grew up with those songs. The Rolling Stones. I'll never be your beast of burden. I walk for miles. My feet are hurting. All I want is for you to make love to me. I like those songs. I'll be your knight in shining armor, coming to your emotional rescue. We used to hear that. Yes, you could be mine. I'll be your knight in shining armor, coming to your emotional rescue. It's hilarious how you think about it. Yeah. You could be mine, you could be mine, oh mine. You could be mine, you could be mine, oh mine. Glad you can laugh about it, Rick. Wouldn't have been funny at the time. I know, that's gotta be, well, when you're a kid, it's all about what people think about you sometimes. When you're a kid, I think that's where shyness starts. Shyness starts when you're a kid. Because everybody's going to make fun of you. Kids are brutal when it comes to poking fun, when it comes to laughing at somebody. It's like, holy cow. Because they don't have their filters yet. Kids don't have their filters. They can just say things that are traumatizing. Ah, you're fat. Ah, you're ugly. You have buck teeth. Ah, you four eyes. Fatty. We used to have like fatty, fatty 2x4, can't fit through the bathroom door, stuff like that. You're ugly and your mother dresses you funny. It's like, imagine hearing that as a kid. Yeah, you're not shy until you're exposed. You're exposed to your peers who don't have filters yet. They don't have empathy yet. You know, they punch, they kick, they laugh at you, they make fun of your name. It's like, oh, the trauma. You get PTSD just going to school. Just going to school and have somebody make fun of your teeth, make fun of your hair, make fun of your name. Yeah, like they say, that which does not kill us makes us stronger. Yeah, you got to get that rhino skin. That's what Dennis Miller, he was a comedian. I think he's still around. He would talk about rhino skin. You got to get your rhino skin. You can't let things bother you. The judgment of others. Sometimes you just feel the judgment. Yeah, you could feel the judgment of people when you walk in the room. If you're wearing the wrong T-shirt or you have dirt on your face. Sometimes I've had dirt on my face and I didn't know it. I'm walking around in Walmart with dirt on my face, and then I go to wash my hands. I see myself in the mirror. It's like, why did anybody tell me I looked like that? Yeah, that thick skin. But you know what? People make fun of you less when they know it doesn't bother you. If you laugh with them, Chris Farley went through that. You know, Chris Farley, his teachers would say, they're not laughing with him, they're laughing at him. But if you build that resistance, it doesn't bother you as much, and they stop picking on you. They stop bothering you once they know they can't get to you anymore. Would have been good if someone just said, "Dude, you have mud on your face." I know. How did it get there? Sometimes I check my tires. I remove a rock from my tires, and I get some soot on my hand or black. Anyways, like I get some of that on my hand, and then I scratch my nose or touch my nose. Sometimes, yeah, you're working on your bicycle, you're painting. That happened to me a lot because I did a lot of painting. My job was to paint the interior of an apartment, and I would get paint in my hair, on my face, on my clothes, and then I would head off to lunch. I would head out to lunch, and nobody says you got paint on your face. Then I go into the bathroom to wash my hands, as I should, and I notice there's paint or caulking. Sometimes I'm using the caulking for windows and stuff like that, window seals, and yeah, I take my work home with me. Or you're changing the oil on your car, change the oil. You get oil on your hands, and then you start touching your face because you have to. They let you walk around. Yeah, it is. Yeah, kind of hilarious, especially on a windy day when my hair is longer and my hair is compromised by the wind. And yeah, I say, I look like a total lunatic. And people are just saying, "Hi, how you doing?" It's like, did you get in a fight with a Flowbee? Did you get in a fight with a hair dryer and lose? I don't drive, I only ride a motorbike. Yeah, I'll I'll get a chunk of grease or dirt on my face and no one will tell me. Yeah, or I'll have food. Yeah, in your beard. Yeah, you can't feel it when it's in your beard, and no one will say anything. Or when you get some food in your teeth, actually walking about while looking like a madman. Yeah, you look like a clown with no makeup. Imagine a clown with no makeup. And people, I think what it is, we're conditioned not to say something that would hurt another person's feelings. You know, that's why I think a pocket mirror would work. Just pull out a little pocket mirror and just give yourself a once over. Or sometimes when you're injured, people go, "What happened to you? How'd you how'd you hurt yourself?" And then you have to explain. If you're truthful, you can't say it was a battle scar. You can't say somebody tried to mug me. You have to say something, "Yeah, I hit my head on the edge of the door. I was getting out of my car and I bumped my head. You know, I was trying to cut a bagel." A lot of bagel injuries happen. Bagel injuries. People, because you have to hold the bagel like this and cut it like this, and people would get the inside of their hand cut, and they would wind up in the emergency room. It's like, then you got to explain to your doctor, "Yeah, I was trying to cut a bagel, and I cut my hand." They say put the bagel on the table and then cut it. Or cut it like this. Put your hand on the bagel and just start cutting with your fingers out of the way. Yeah. Oh man, there's so many weird injuries. You ever listen to those emergency room stories? Stories of the ER? People like playing yard darts. One guy, he was climbing up a ladder, and the person above him on the ladder fired his nail gun, and it went through his hard hat into his head, and he didn't know it happened until he went to take his hard hat off. He went to remove his hard hat, and it wouldn't come off. And so, yeah, that's pretty traumatic. You're just climbing up a ladder, and all of a sudden you hear a and then if you don't feel anything, then you come home, take off your hard, you try to take your hard hat off. They say don't remove. If somebody is like stabbed with something or pierced, don't remove it. Let them do it at the emergency room. Yeah, that's how you gain. Yeah, you can. You can buy them already cut. Sometimes they don't cut them all the way through. They're cut, but you have to pull them apart. It's like you're. What's the point if you don't cut it all the way through? I'm pretty sure they would have a machine. They would have a machine that would just cut bagels a dozen at a time, 100 at a time. Just roll them off a conveyor belt. Wouldn't it be cool if they did it with lasers? Your laser cut bagels, you know. You just, yeah, these bagels are laser cut. That way you don't have to sharpen a blade. Blades get dull after a while. Maybe that's why when I get them, they're probably cut with dull blades by the time I get them. Yeah, you can buy them. English muffins are like that too. You can I think so. Depends on what brand you get. Yeah. Now you want a bagel. A bagel with butter and jam or sour cream. They have different kinds of sour cream. Yep, I buy bagels cut already. Yeah, you save yourself from injury. I do too with sour cream. Yeah, sour cream. So, all we have to do is talk about bagels. That's a good advertisement if you think about it. Cream cheese. That's right. On a basil pesto. Now oh, it's been an hour. LLB, you're making me hungry. I'm getting hungry too. It's been an hour, so I'm going to go eat breakfast. You know what? It's been a riot. I like how this went. Everybody could speak without interruptions. So we'll do this again. Thank you all and have a good day.